Hey guys, so I'm gonna see if I could take these. I feel like there's some kind of weapon when they're in my hands. I'm not gonna, well, I'm gonna make them a weapon against the soil. I'm gonna see if I can make these into like the handiest or maybe the footiest aerating tool available. So these are little aerators. I got them because they're tapered nicely, which means there's a good chance, or at least a better chance, that the soil will be able to move through and not get stuck in this core plug aeration pipe. These are actually replacement aerator parts for an aerator I was tempted to buy, and I'm going to try to turn them into an aerator shoe and see how that works. We definitely are due for an aeration in our lawn. So my idea is I'm going to put some wood across the top and across the bottom, strap this onto my shoe with some Velcro or something, and just walk around my yard, stomping. I've never tried pushing it into the ground just kind of on its own, so I'm curious what will happen. It's been raining a little bit. I haven't greased this at all. Wow, it's gonna be a lot of work to step in. I'm gonna have to put on some weight. Well, I don't know how well this experiment's gonna work. Oh, we got a little plug. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that little plug, it's so nice. Let's see if we can get some more. Oh. Well, I know now that I can't walk around doing push-ups with these like I thought I might. All right, let's try it. Okay, we're getting more plugs out, so that's good. Wow, this is gonna be a lot of work. But if they're attached to shoes, I think it'll be easier. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to push 4 in with my whole body weight, but probably. But look how nicely those dirt clouds are popping out. So I think this has potential. Anyway, this is my before video to see if, do you want to get really tight just on the course coming up? So, I'm trying to like give the soil CPR. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, look at that come up. Okay, so really pleased that it's not really getting clogged, and I didn't grease them or anything, which I was thinking I'd need to do. So anyways, I'm gonna turn these guys into aerating shoes for like less than 30 bucks and see if that works. I looked at other options online, none of them really super appeal to me, but they might. My neighbor got some cool aerating tools, I might borrow them if these don't work. But anyway, I'll give you an update in a little bit. All right, I think I've gathered up everything I need for my super duper core plug aerating shoes. Now obviously there are fairly affordable aerating shoes on the market already, but they're all just like the spike ones that don't bring out the plugs, and so they're not as effective and they're more compacty, and anyway, I feel like the core plug way is the way to go, though I am no expert in aeration. Anyway, there are no core or plug shoes on the market, so I'm going to make some. I've got some scrap wood that I found. A 1x6 will work perfectly, I think. I'm going to cut this to size, and then I've got these aerator replacement parts for an aerating tool that I found online that I think will work really nicely, because you can see how tapered they are at the top. That's critical to keep it from getting clogged with dirt. I've already tried using this a little bit with my hands. It was rough, but I think the shoes have a lot of promise. We'll see. So I've got these straps I found on Temu for super cheap. They're not long enough to go around the whole shoe, so I'm going to put 2 of them together and have 2 sets of straps. Obviously the shoe's not going to be on this way, it's going to be on the other side, but I'm just putting the shoe up here because I'm going to mark off roughly where I need. I don't want the bars to be in the ball, or in the arch of the foot rather. I want it to be more where it's easier to step, so kind of toward the heel, and where it's easier to put weight. So I'm going to just kind of mark off roughly. I don't want to have any extra weight than necessary on this thing, and so I'm just going to trim this guy down. So I'm just marking with a pen so I know where to go when I do my cut of this wood. going to also mark my holes that I need to drill and put my little bolt screws in. So I'm going to mark those guys. Now you might be wondering why I put this at an angle. I thought about doing it this way, but then it occurred to me that, you know, that's going to be that much less support right by where the aerator's going into the ground. Also, it's going to be awfully close to the edge on this 1x6 to put in some screws. I might split the wood. So it dawned on me I could just turn it sideways, and it's not going to matter at all, you know, in terms of how, I mean, it's not going to matter in the appearance of the aeration process that the are sideways. It's just going to be that much stronger. Now, at first I was thinking maybe I'd do a 1x4 on each side and just kind of sandwich between, but then I realized it'd be even simpler to just do a 1x6 like this and to have a 1.5-inch bolt like you see here. This is actually left over from our dock build. And I'm just gonna put that in those holes with some washers I found around. They're just short enough that they shouldn't poke through into my foot on the other side. So that's, I'm gonna have to be careful not to over tighten because I don't want to be stepping on these. But yeah, I found all these washers around the house, found some scrap wood, and I got my ratchet to put this in. But first I'm gonna pre-drill those holes. Just gotta mark these ones back here. I'm really excited to do this and see how well it works because it just rained a lot, so this ground's nice and soft, which is the best time to do aeration. Got my drill set up ready to go. I'm not gonna go very deep because I don't want to hurt the table, but I want to pre-drill a little bit so it's easier to get the screw nut things, screw bolt thingies in. Yep, I know technical language. So here we go. I'm just going to start this hole here, not going very deep. And start that one there just so it's easy to get my ratchet. Anyway, we'll see how long this all takes. Okay, should be done with the drill now. I think I do want to put the straps underneath here before I put these on. So I need at least one strap on that side. I got to make sure it's facing the right way in order for these Velcros to work. This is just an idea I had. I don't know how well this is going to actually work, but hopefully it will be long enough to reach around and allow me to clip that onto my shoe. It looks like I'm going to need to come around and then we'll double back. So probably something like this underneath should be good for strap numero uno. I think I got these for like less than $1 or $2, or certainly less than $5 for these 4 straps that I think will just work perfectly. Actually, it came with 5 straps, so I've got a bonus one if one breaks. So I'm just looping those through. Getting these ready. I'm gonna have the fluffy side up. Maybe I'll go the other direction on this one. Oh, you know what? I like that. See how that is gonna be pressed down? That little overlap. That will help make it a stronger connection between the two. So I'm gonna make the overlap always on the side that's getting pressed, if that makes sense. Kind of making this up as I go here. All right, I think that should be good. I'm ready to bolt these in with my washers. And let's just see how this goes here. Okay, there we go. Conveniently, this is actually a pressure treated 1x6. So that's nice. I'm actually going at a bit of an angle, which is good because it lessens the likelihood that I'll puncture through the other side. But I measured it with the washers and with the thickness of the metal plate and the washer. I think I'll be fine. Though it would really stink to have little spikes aerating my foot at the same time I'm aerating the soil. You know, in retrospect, I probably should have trimmed down the wood how I wanted it before I bolted this on. So I'll just do like a rough cut with the saw to get the really big stuff off. I'll cut the back end before I put this one on. But hey, live and learn. I'm too lazy to take it off, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And actually, if I just have one, I can just turn it. Okay, I'm gonna do the saw cut real quick. All right, got my saw. It's a handy little saw. It doesn't cut very deep and it needs a new blade, but I got it because it doesn't use a ton of watts, which means I can use my 1,000-watt little solar generator to power it when I'm off grid. And so that's super duper handy. Straight across in this one. That's good enough. Doesn't really need to be tapered. Just gonna now make sure I get that back screw that's left over from my son's projects. Cut that off here. That took forever and it was smoking. That'll probably be the slowest part of this whole process. Okay, let's get this fixed here. Where were we? We'll put the strap under. And I wonder if, oh yeah, I gotta have the soft part up, huh? Actually, I only need to have the soft part up on the top side. I think the benefit of doing, I think it will be less messy, easier to clean if I do like the vinyl side down on the bottom side, and it'll also be more secure in terms of pressing down against the Velcro maybe. So let's do that. Just making this up as we go. Hopefully it works out. Let's see. Oh, there's my other hole. Got this going the wrong way here. Eventually I might make it look prettier and trim down the wood, but for now this will do. So, got my next washer. Yeah, so perfect weather. Perfect day to do a project like this. And just happened to have a little scrap piece of 1x6. My son was using it for skinning and cutting animals. And
and cut it to that shape, and had a lot of fun with that. Not that he hunts a lot. One time he tried skinning a skunk that was dead on my brother's property, and that was so stinky. As far as we knew, he didn't puncture any of the glands, and by we, I mean him. I was like 15 feet, 20 feet away watching. My clothes still stink. Anyway, my son kindly consented to me stealing his 1x6. Didn't tell him what I was going to do with it. He's just a good sport. All right, almost there. Maybe I should have drilled a little bit further because I can hear some the wood kind of flexing. Let's see if we're poking through. Oh, we're good. That's good, not poking through. Neighbors probably think I'm crazy out here talking to myself. But it's not the weirdest thing I've done in this neighborhood, so. It's a good neighborhood. All right, just gonna finish this up. Don't want to like over tighten again because I don't want a screw poking in my foot. Let's see. Oh, it's feeling solid, like it's not gonna pop off the bottom. I think those washers are gonna be very important since we don't have any wood on this side. And then this will just strap right around my shoe right there. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, let's get the other one on. And I'm gonna flip my strap around. So my bottom strap is the opposite again. I'm doing that, I think, so that it's a little less dirty on that side, easier to clean. Probably more durable too, I don't know. Just that fabric side. The clothy side doesn't seem as strong. Alright, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use that washer and that washer, but I'm going to try on one side. Oh man, so much fun. Invented a new musical instrument. Or I could just, I guess, probably go that way. Yeah, that's better. Oh, still got it. That's good. It's going through that big one. No, I had a smaller hole. Nice. Oh, that feels really nice and secure. Oh wow, it's holding this strap pretty darn well. All right, last one. How the wood is sounding on this side. I probably should have pre-drilled a little better. Oh my, look at that washer. Well, that's funny. Didn't expect to see that happen. All right, just a little speed bump, but luckily I found some other washers that will work just great to replace that one that just exploded. I've never seen that happen, but that was an old one, obviously. Almost done. Can't wait to run around in this. If it works super well, I can make a second shoe and then I can just run around the yard and like get this done lickety split. I wanted to try just one shoe first And then like if that leg gets tired, you know, I can switch shoes. And I was also worried about just like having spikes on my feet the whole time walking around. But with the Velcro, it might be easy enough to take them off. That might not be an issue. So it's gonna be like less than $30 for this shoe. It'd be about $60 for the set, which is, I need to get 8 holes out of, you know, each of the 2 steps. So that'd be sweet. All right. Feels so secure. And I'll just put my shoe on. And oh yeah, Velcro awesomeness. I'm gonna throw this puppy on. All right, found a pretty big design flaw. Well, maybe not. You gotta be careful because this obviously is not gonna be able to go over my heel. I might be able to pull it tight right there. I think so. Yeah, that could still work. If not, I'll have to just slide the strap down a little bit. But it's actually probably good to have the strap as close as you can to that part of your shoe, so you're getting, you know, less of a lever arm on your ankle. You're pulling up mainly there, so maybe it will work out. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna throw some wool socks on just for some extra protection against this strap. Might be a little more comfortable even though it's hot. We'll see how that works. I haven't tried it yet. I'm just assuming it might be uncomfortable. Also, by the way, the reason I got the 2 straps instead of just the 1 is just it was a lot cheaper than getting the bigger straps. For some reason, the bigger straps were more expensive on Temu, so these are just like, I don't know, maybe 2 8-inch straps or 10-inch or something like that. Throw them together and bippity-boppity-boo. Gonna throw this thing on, see how it works. It's a 1-shoe thing, and if it works, I can get a 2nd shoe. Let's see how easily this strap's on, how hard it is to
Wait, do you want me to?
Yeah, you can get close for now.
Oh, it's recording.
It's recording, yeah. Oh, that feels good. Let's hope these straps are strong enough. Might need like a 3rd strap. I put on wool socks just to make it a little bit more comfortable. Okay, nice and tight. Okay, moment of truth. Step. Oh, yeah. Oh! One sec. Well, there we go. I gotta step. Wow, it's hard to get it in there, but the cords are coming out, so that's working. I think if I had a 3rd strap right there, it would work a lot better. Or even if I just moved that front strap more there.
Are those from Chase's thing?
What things?
Hoverboard.
Oh, the straps? No, I didn't steal the straps. I bought them for this purpose. Oh, man, you have to put a lot of weight on this thing to push down 4. Oh, that. I'm gonna try moving the strap real quick because that is just not grabbing my foot. It's just like the tip of my toe pulling it up. I think it'll make a big difference.
Put it back in because I
Okay, so I did a couple things. One, I moved this up. It makes a humongous difference. Like, it's so much easier. And then I added, since I had the extra strap, I was like, I should probably use it, but I just realized I have it going the wrong direction now. Also, you want to get nice and tight, and I think the wool socks were a good idea, but it feels still comfortable. But yeah, I think it's pretty fast, actually. I'll let you guys decide if it's fast or not. Just kind of keeping them together a little bit. Nice and tight. Okay, ready for this.
I'm finding
Boom,
four.
boom, boom, boom. And if you stomp it, look at that. Look at those things. This is so awesome. It's working. I might need to put some kind of latch
Back strap or something.
on the back. That was going well. maybe this guy should be a back strap. Let me try that. Also, it's a little bit tricky on an incline. Just gonna adjust real quick and see
I'm fixing the hole.
what works better. Oh, you just leave them out. Thank
The
you.
holes are good. Right?
The holes are good. I know, usually we don't want holes in our yard. What are we doing? So weird, huh?
We just want the little ones.
Get more oxygen and moisture down there.
I reached one with the one right here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, moving that front strap was clutch. If I could do it again, like I might shift this one back just a little bit. See if this wraps around.
Closer together.
Yeah. It's probably not. Alright, so I gotta just be a little less. If I had a second one, or something else, like maybe a zip tie loop
I
on
mean
there,
that little one too.
and then I could go through the zip tie loop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me try it real quick. You can turn it off for a second.
Look.
I'm really encouraged by how well that stomp worked, and I think these zip ties will help keep it on my foot. I'm just gonna take these two zip ties, make a little loop.
This looks like a Tootsie Roll.
Probably doesn't taste like it, but that's awesome. Alright. Nice and tight. This goes back my ankle. This is just to keep it from falling off the back. Oh, that feels cool. Maybe tighten just a touch. Okay. Alright. If I do it slow, like the wrist's not there. Oh, it feels surprisingly more comfortable with this on. I think it's helping keep the weight off the top of my foot. Okay, watch out. It's a little sharp. I don't want to hurt your toesies. But like that comes up a lot easier. And now it's not slipping back as far. This is a little less reckless than my stomping, and I am going downhill. And I'm really encouraged that it hasn't gotten clogged, really. Whoops. Some holes by each other with that little stutter step. Okay, watch out. I'm gonna start stomping. I'm gonna see if I can do a quick row here where it's flat. That's how you get around the grass without putting holes. You do a little leap.
Okay, I need you to
All right.
watch out even.
If I had like another Velcro strap, I think I'd strap these two still, just for a little bit more.
But does the tie help?
A zip tie would help, but it might not be as comfortable. And it would keep this one from sliding forward. Okay, here we go. Ready? How fast can we get across the lawn? Oh, yep. See, it slipped the top part again. So yeah, I think maybe just a couple zip ties or another thing of Velcro would work.
That was too fast.
Maybe two, if I don't point my foot down and I just keep my foot pointing up, maybe I can still.
It pulls the door
I just have
out.
to point my foot up as I pull it out.
It pulls the door out.
Elaine, don't get too close to Daddy, please.
Yeah. So one more strap, and then I think we'll be golden. The back part hasn't popped off at all, and it's been super comfy. So that's good. But already I'm liking it. So,
You're work out too.
what's that?
And you're getting a workout.
I'm getting a workout, get my steps in. Oh yeah, put on like 80 steps or more. And I got a cord in my shoe
Ow.
or a stick. All right, well, that's my debut of my Super Core Plug Aerator Super Shoes. Not as cool as the spray-on shoes in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but close second. Thanks. Bye. All right, the zip ties on the back really made a huge difference. We're gonna tackle the sliding of the front with a little piece of extra paracord I found in the garage. Or you could use like a shoelace or something. Just want to keep them together, you know what I'm saying? Just tie my shoelaces again. Actually, I think I want it a touch tighter than that. All right. Okay. Feels good. Get my ankle, this ankle strap, like, you gotta try it, love, like before and after. Oops.
Yeah.
It makes, oh, I see what I gotta do now. Yeah, straps would have been a little easier because then you could just. This isn't too bad though. We'll figure it out. But yeah, with that ankle one, that one makes such a big difference. Alright, nice and tight. I think I gotta. One's gonna be quick. Here we go. Now I go through. Okay, here we go. Ah, yeah. That feels good. Alright. Shouldn't shift forward too much anymore. Let's see how fast we can go. Ooh, that one. I think I went a little too deep. If you go crazy deep, it gets hard to pull out. This isn't bad. I'm gonna have a super buff leg.
Which leg's going back?
Hasn't fallen off yet. It's not that uncomfortable. Is the core still popping out, or are they getting stuck?
I can't tell. Looks like they're popping out. I don't know if all of them are. That front one.
That front one on the left looks a little.
Stuck.
Gotta go through the other side, huh? But you're gonna have that problem regardless. Probably should wear gloves because that is sharp. Or maybe a screwdriver.
Yeah, I'm nervous. It's very stuck. Oh.
Yeah. If you notice it not popping, probably good to fix it right away instead of keep going like I did. But we'll get that out with a screwdriver. Thanks. One clog so far. In the future, I'll just keep a Phillips head screwdriver in my pocket, and I'll probably keep a glove on just because it's sharp on that edge. But it shouldn't be too bad to push that through. Ugh. Oh yeah, that wasn't bad. I do think I'm gonna put like some coconut oil, something organic that won't hurt the lawn. So grease it up. I think we'll be golden now. These other ones, they're not clogged, it's just the nature of the beast. Oh, that one actually feels a little bit stuck. Two that were clogged, now they're good. I think I'm going to spray them out, use coconut oil, try again later.